Here we go. Hey, what's up? Super excited to be here. Hey, Marquita. It is your Trichology business check-in. I just want to see where everybody is, what everybody's doing, um, how we are doing our Trichology business, and really just talk to you about getting back on track. And so, if you are somebody that is a trichologist and like stuff is kind of like died down, you're just kind of like not as excited, or you're doing some things. Hey, Letitia, um, you're not as excited as you were before. Come on, girl, child. It's the wash and go. So there's that. I got that from you. So if you are somebody that is a trichologist and you used to really just, hit the ground running, and you had these plans and you were trying to do certain things, and you had goals and all that other stuff, you really need to get back on track. If you are a brand new trichologist and you're trying to figure out how to make things work, I'm your girl. If you're somebody that's like, listen, I was doing it and now I'm not, I want to get back into it again, and it kind of feels, kind of rough to kind of get into it, then this is going to be the place that you want to be. It's the place that you want to be, because what I realized a while ago, and especially now, is that when you start something, right? You start something like Trichology and you're hitting it hard and you're posting and you're talking and you're doing all the things, and you stop, it's really, really easy to lose that momentum. And when you lose that momentum, it is an uphill battle. A point of housekeeping: we are live on Facebook. Maisha Edmond. We are live also on Facebook with Trichology 911. We are also live on YouTube. So hey, everybody on YouTube. And then we are also live on Trichology 911, Trichology _ 911 on Instagram. So getting back to it, there are a lot of things that I have going on. I don't know what anybody else has going on. I think that sometimes we feel like, I don't know. Maybe you want to get into like the education space. You want to start to teach your classes, and it's like kind of been like a thing where it's like, some people, and I have talked about this too, it's kind of like you put the class out, people are asking for the class, and then they don't respond when you put that information out. But it's really not the end of the world. People are going to definitely respond, but it's really how we push, right? So the more you put in, the more that you get out, meaning that you can't just post once, you can't just post twice, right? You have to constantly have it in position where people can get it. It has to be a low-hanging fruit for trichologists as well, because trichology is not just a labor of love. It's not, you get to be special, you get to be important, but it is a business. And when you look at it as a business, you're going to start to do things differently. So for one, let's just talk about me, because I'm up here talking. I have the membership back up. I only told about 3 people. Why would I do that? Why would I only tell 3 people when I know that I want to help people? I know that people have the same issues that I've had and that I have, and I want people to be able to launch their businesses or push their businesses. Why would I only tell 3 people? So if you're doing things like that, you have to really just start to open your mouth and just kind of put yourself out there. So Trichology 911 membership 2024 is launched right now, and it is a place where we will do strategy, marketing, money-making activities, as well as talk a little bit about science, talk about the tools, talk about protocols, talk about treatment plans and different things like that. I'm going to be helping you in my membership structure your classes, how to get those things together, how to put things together, how to get in front of the right audience, really show you how to maximize and automate your social media. And I know like this has been things that we've been doing all this time, but when we fall out of line and we come out of practice with it, it becomes harder. So we want to make it as simple as possible. So that's Trichology 911 membership. Also, I have a hair loss practitioner course. So I have a hair loss practitioner course. I have 2 courses that are going on. The hair loss practitioner course. Well, you know what? Let me start with Trichology 911, intro to Trichology. That is available. And with that, I'm going over the basics. I'm going over the types of hair loss that we see behind the chair. Of course, I've been doing that for years. I'm talking about just those things that we see, how to help clients, different things that we can expect being a trichologist, different things that we can offer being a trichologist, how your money changes from being a regular stylist to a trichologist if you do it right. And then I have the hair loss practitioner course, and that is an amazing course. It is hybrid, so it's both virtual for the initial training, and then we have 2 days of our clinicals, which is in person. And that's a really big thing because we're going over some more marketing and strategizing, and really, like, that's the VIP part of it. But if you are a regular hair loss practitioner and you're going through that course, then you are going over the basics of your different body systems and things that we can do, things that we can offer, all of those things. So that's a big deal as well. We look at trichology, and we look at the fact that if you've been in the trichology game and you remember just 2 years ago, you remember 3 years ago, you remember 4 years ago in 2020, when I jumped on and I said there's so many people that's going to all of a sudden try to become trichologists now because the world is slowing down and they have time to study, and it's going to look like the streets are flooded with trichologists and everybody's a trichologist, and some of us are going to be discouraged and quit. And I told you, hold on, because they're treating it as a trend and a fad, but people are going to need you. And so now is the time where people is really showing up, that people that were going strong as trichologists, people that we saw for one reason or another, they have literally fallen off the face of the earth as it relates to trichology, right, Tisha? So with that being said, this is the opportune time for you to really get up and show up. There are people that need you as far as consulting. Have you thought about being a trichology or trichologist consulting agency, basically, where you allow yourself to be available to regular stylists or stylists that don't have the knowledge that you have, right? And so they can check in with you so that you can give them the answers that they need and you get paid a fee. Have you thought about being that liaison between when the client goes to their regular stylist? You might not be their stylist. They might not even need hair loss treatments, right? But they come to you to make sure that quarterly they're getting their hair checked, or they're about to start, they're going to do a new hairstyle. They'll come to you for certain treatments, preventative care, to get everything set so that when they go and get this hairstyle, then they're able to get it safely, and you're able to give information that they would not have had otherwise, right? So that's really big too. You also have your regular trichology services, being able to share with the clients the types of foods that they should eat, if they are lacking in sleep, if they are doing certain things, fad diets, if they're doing things like coloring their own hair, chemical processes at home, different things like that is going to be a big deal. And so you want to make sure that you are in place to help clients start to network again, right? That was a big thing years ago, and I believe it now. Being able to network with a therapist, network with a dermatologist, network with some other stylists, network with the cardiologist, the PCP, some people that are in the medical field in different aspects, so that if there's something like severe hair loss and then you're seeing some things, you have someone that you can kind of reach out to and put your feelers out to see, okay, what's going on, but also to be able to refer. So that's going to be a really big thing. So if you are a trichologist right now and you're like, okay, I don't know what to do, I'm kind of like out of step, then I want you to join me for the Trichology 911 membership for 2024. Literally, we are going to be going over every single thing that we need as trichologists as it relates to the business part. We all know the science. We know the science. We know why your hair is falling out, why their hair is falling out. We know, all the things that they could do. We get all the good products and all that other stuff. But after you have the products, after you have the tools, after you have a cute place and you painted the walls and you decorated and you did all of those things, how do you put it in place? How are you able to use the information that you have? And there are books that you should be writing. There are ebooks. There are resources. There are things that you need to do with your website. And you're just kind of like sitting on it. You're not doing it at all. You're saying you're going to do it, but you're not doing it. And then there is money inevitably being left on the table. And so I want you to join me for the membership. I want you to join me for the membership. I don't even know if I can put it in the chat on Facebook, but I'm going to try to do it. And let me know if you can see this, because some stuff is posting on this platform and some stuff is not. But what I want you to do is go and check it out right now. It is $45 to start, and then it will be $20 a month. And you can join me. We have a private Facebook group. We also, that's YouTube. There's a private Facebook group. There is also, it's on 911 too. Okay, private Facebook group. It is also a portal. We have a private portal. So anywhere that we have our downloads, we have different templates, we have ebooks and different things like that. Also saving money on courses and classes. If you have not yet done your Bloodworks reading class, you need to reach out to me, because we are doing that soon. If you have not had a strategy session, by all means, you need to reach out to me very soon, because we're sitting here like, okay, it's January. And guess what? January is already almost over. It's already the 18th. So what are we doing? How are we making our money? How are we showing up? What are we going to do differently? Don't chase all of these different platforms. And I already know, you take one thing and you put it on TikTok, and you go to YouTube, and you go here and you go there. And that's all fine and good, because you want the exposure. But the truth of the matter is, you have to be in a place where you are most effective. And if you're in that place where you are most effective, you'll get more reach than to spread yourself so thin. And so I want you to start thinking about, what are the money-making activities that I should be doing? Where is my audience? Where do they live? Am I effective in that area? If I'm getting all the inboxes and the inquiries in Facebook, then that's where I need to be. Yes, I want to do it in other places, but if I'm not getting any business, if I'm not helping anyone, if I don't have people constantly coming in, then I'm going to have to start to really hone in on what is the place that I should be. And I'm speaking to myself. So sometimes you kind of get excited and you're like, okay, let me put it here, there, put the information here and there. But sometimes you're going to have to really just kind of dig in and stay in one place so that you can help people. And so it's just a little Trichology business check-in, just to see what you're doing, where you're going, and how you are doing it. How are you making money? Is Trichology money still good? If it's not, then you need to have a conversation. I think I'm going to do a powwow. So if you are interested in a powwow, it's just me and a couple of trichologists, and we're talking about what we're talking about. We're getting information, we're throwing out ideas. I usually try to give a few strategies so that we can really get to back to the money and get back to being effective, and really look at some things. You get the eyes of other trichologists to look at your business along with me, and we say, okay, well, have you tried this or that? And that's really big too. So I just wanted to jump in and see how everybody was doing, to let you know that the membership is open now, as well as all those other things, right, Tish? We got to do that. And you've been out, so that would be really good. I saw that you're busy in your clinic as well. And so let's do that. Let's get our stuff together. Let's start to really hone in on what it is. Also, if you are out of place, if you're just kind of like, you know what, I need a little refresher. Guess what's coming back? Guess what's back? Case studies. Case studies is back. And so we want to make sure that we are signed up for case studies just so that we can get a grip on what is going on. It'll be a refresher from some. I'm so glad, Tish. It'll be a refresher from some. For some, it'll be something that is eye-opening to others. But whatever it is, I want you to join me for the Bloodworks reading class, for case studies, all those things. I also have free classes that I will be presenting. Let me look and see what is the next class. I do believe last week I did the 80-20. And 80-20 was real good. And I was talking about how clients view what we are doing versus how we view what we're doing for the client, and how to really help those clients do what they help them to get the results that they want, as well as do what we know is important for them to grow their hair back. So that's going to be really, really good. Let me see. Next class is going to be, next free class is going to be 3 things to consider when we are creating a phase. 3 things to consider when we're creating a phase. And that's if you are an active trichologist and you are doing treatment plans and different things like that. You definitely want to know what to consider when you're creating a phase. Why? Because you don't want to give out too much and you don't want to give out too little. You want to be able to pace yourself and pace the client so that you can see how their hair is growing, how they're reacting to your treatments, and then to be able to get them to the next phase safely. So there are 3 things within a phase that we need to consider. And so I'll be teaching that next week. Next week. So let's do that. All right. So membership, Trichology 911 membership 2024 is open right now, right? Sign up now. We're starting on Monday, but you can go into the group right now. You can, you go into the group, you introduce yourself. If you have any questions already, do that. Go ahead and just say who you are, where you're from. Give us a little Trichology tea and leave it there for us. And we are going to really get started full force on Monday. So I'm excited about that. Also, I'll give you the dates for our Bloodworks reading class, lab reading, and all of that. Okay. So I hope I've helped you today. Have a great day today and happy